Peace and salutations. What is up, chosen ones? We are here. In today's video, I want to tell you how I was able to turn my inconsistency in life and turn it into consistency in life, and all the benefits that came along with me being consistent in life. All right. It was major upgrades and major life changes that you can also implement in your life if you just listen to my story. All right. So early on in life, and really honestly, just a few years back, I was very inconsistent in my life. It was difficult to show up and get the results that I wanted in my life. And the reason that it was more than likely difficult was because I lacked clarity. All right. Clarity is indeed power. The more clarity that you have, the more clear you are on the road that you're on and where you're going. All right. So I want you to think of this as navigating towards something with a clear compass, a clear roadmap. When you don't have that roadmap, it is difficult and it is easy for you to be steered down the wrong path. So you need to identify, where in my life am I being inconsistent? Where do I need more consistency? Because right after you identify where you need more consistency, you're then able to do the single most powerful thing in the world. Do you want to know what that is? That is, hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to the standard of the results that you would like to see in your life. This is how you change your life. This is how you make a difference in your life. And this is how you see tangible results, is when you gain the clarity on what you would like in your life, and then you add the accountability that comes along with it. So at this point in time, you may be saying to yourself, but man, you know what? I lack discipline in my life. It's so difficult to stop eating sugar, to stop eating fast food. It is so difficult to stop my reckless spending. Discipline is only difficult when you make it difficult. You have to remember why you are doing what you are doing. You have to get rid of all the excuses that you make for yourself and truly identify where these excuses stem from. Here's the biggest correlation that you probably are not aware of, but a lot of your excuses come from your childhood trauma. Yes, your excuses come from a trauma. It comes from something that you have ordained okay because of something that you went through. You may not realize this, but this is what takes place in your mind when you're coming up with excuses. And so, yes, this is why you need to hold yourself accountable. And if it's difficult for you to hold yourself accountable, do what I did. Me personally, I needed to invest in a coach to hold me to that higher standard, because a lot of times we can confess things out of our mouths, but it's when it's time to put action into it and really walk that path, you see your true character. And that's not to say anything negative about yourself or, tear yourself down. It's just sometimes things are a lot harder than what we may think, or maybe one day we're excited about this thing, but when the going gets tough and things become difficult, it's hard to stay on the path. And that's totally fine. Just be honest with yourself and recognize what is necessary. But nonetheless, all of this is going to boil down into accountability. So find creative ways to hold yourself accountable, or simply get yourself an accountability partner. The reason why I invested in a coach was because I knew it was necessary, simply because my emotions was dictating my life. If you're like me and you're struggling with anger and sadness, a lot of trauma, a lot of difficulty in life, then more than likely your emotions is leading your life more than you realize. And you may need to do the same thing, and that's okay. Reason being is because when emotions is leading your life, you're easily distracted. So something can happen in your life that knocks you off the path, or you blow it up and make the situation bigger than what it needs to. And as I stated, your excuses, a lot of your excuses stem back to childhood trauma. And you may not realize the pattern that you're putting yourself through, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. But distractions destroy us, or they distract us from accomplishing our goals. They break the habit of consistency. Yes, your trauma too is breaking your path of consistency. Because sometimes you don't know why things affect you the way that they do, but they do. Sometimes you don't know why certain relationships are showing up in your life repetitively, which causes you to go back on your words. You say, I'm going to hold myself to this new standard. I'm going to do better, but you keep finding yourself in the same exact situations. All of this is because of your trauma. All of this is because of your unconscious mind. But it is also your lack of clarity, the difficulty of you holding yourself accountable. It is you struggling to be disciplined. It is you being led by your emotions. On top of that, your default emotions by way of your trauma. And so you must heal if you would like to be consistent in your life. If you would like to attract the things that you know, or you would like to experience in your life, it requires work. It is going to require the healing. It is going to require the accountability and the discipline to attract these things in your life. But this is how you become consistent in your path. Get very clear on what you want. Understand that you can have it, but you must do the work. Okay? So this is how I transformed my entire life of being a person that lacked clarity, a person that was very unstable. And all of this is due to your mind state. Is due to your experience. Is due to what is normalized for you. But remember that you are the creator of your destiny, and you can design your experience. You can redesign your mind. And the mind is all. That which you experience up here and in here, you will experience out here. Remember that at all times. You are the designer of your life, but you must get clear, you must be accountable, and you must be disciplined. All right. Hope this video was inspiring to you, motivational in any way. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Peace.